ethical considerations have become increasingly important for businesses as consumers, employees, and society at large expect companies to operate in a morally responsible way. Ethical issues touch on a wide range of business practices, from how employees are treated to the environmental impact of operations. Businesses are now faced with the challenge of balancing profit-making with moral responsibility, often shaping their policies and decisions to reflect ethical standards. One of the most prominent ethical considerations for businesses is the treatment of people, which encompasses fair labor practices, human rights, and equality. For example, a company that ensures fair wages, safe working conditions, and respect for workers' rights is seen as more ethical and is likely to attract employees who value a positive work environment. On the other hand, businesses that exploit workers or engage in unfair labor practices can face backlash from consumers, regulators, and even their own workforce. Businesses also develop ethical policies to address the broader moral implications of their actions. These policies often guide how companies approach sensitive issues like environmental sustainability, diversity and inclusion, and social responsibility. For example, many companies have adopted green initiatives to reduce their carbon footprint and promote environmental sustainability, recognizing the growing concern around climate change. A fashion retailer that uses sustainable materials and practices, such as recycling or reducing water waste in production, demonstrates an ethical approach that resonates with environmentally conscious consumers. Such practices not only help protect the environment but also improve the company's reputation, leading to greater consumer loyalty. Ethical considerations also extend internationally, as businesses operate in global markets where labor standards, regulations, and cultural norms vary. One of the challenges companies face is ensuring that their operations abroad align with the same ethical principles they uphold in their home countries. For instance, a multinational corporation might source products from factories in developing countries, where labor laws may be less stringent. To address this, many companies adopt international ethical standards, such as ensuring fair wages and preventing child labor in their supply chains. For example, a tech company that sources materials for its products from overseas may implement strict oversight to ensure that workers are not exploited, even if local laws permit certain practices. Failure to adhere to international ethical standards can result in significant reputational damage, as consumers are increasingly aware of global labor practices and demand transparency from the brands they support. Another important ethical issue involves product development, particularly how products impact consumers and society. Companies must consider the safety, quality, and impact of the goods and services they offer. For example, a pharmaceutical company has a moral obligation to ensure that its products are safe and that it conducts adequate testing before releasing new drugs to the market. Ethical companies prioritize consumer health and safety, even if it means longer development times or higher costs. In contrast, businesses that prioritize profit over safety risk losing consumer trust and may face legal consequences if their products cause harm. Animal testing is another ethical issue that businesses, particularly in industries like cosmetics and pharmaceuticals, must address. Many consumers are strongly opposed to animal testing, viewing it as cruel and unnecessary. In response, some companies have adopted cruelty-free policies, ensuring that their products are developed without the use of animal testing. For example, a cosmetics brand may choose to invest in alternative methods for product testing, such as using artificial skin models or cell cultures, to avoid the ethical concerns associated with animal testing. By doing so, they appeal to consumers who are concerned about animal welfare and may gain a competitive advantage in markets where ethical considerations drive purchasing decisions. Overall, ethical considerations in business encompass a wide range of issues, from labor practices and environmental sustainability to product safety and animal welfare. Companies that prioritize ethical behavior can build stronger relationships with consumers, employees, and society as a whole, leading to long-term success. Ethical policies are not just a moral imperative but also a strategic approach to building trust, loyalty, and reputation in an increasingly conscious marketplace.